Tennessee's Wild Side is produced by Rockwater TV with support from Tennessee State Parks, the Tennessee Department of Agriculture, the Nature Conservancy, and the Jackson Foundation.
Hi friends, welcome to the Wild Side. I'm Steve Hall. Long before the days of artificial turf and indoor stadiums, baseball was one of America's greatest outdoor adventures. Going all the way back to the Civil War, baseball was considered a gentleman's game when teammates, opposing players, and even umpires shared a mutual respect. Well, believe it or not, there are men and women in this modern era who not only long for the good old days, they actually pretend they still exist. And some of them play in the Tennessee Vintage Baseball Association, where nobody strikes out.
It is 1864. Civil War has split the country. But baseball brings a spirit of togetherness in a time of political division and despair.
Life is worth the living, boys. And playing at ball is worth the effort. Play well, play fair. Huzzah? Huzzah! All right.
Early in the war, the game is played almost daily by Union soldiers in a North Carolina Confederate prison camp, as shown in this old lithograph.
We'll ask our visiting team to introduce themselves.
Mama's boy, Baby Boomer, Moose, Colonel,
Musicians keep fans entertained here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, until the Franklin Farriers and the Stones River Scouts take to the field to demonstrate a peaceful perspective of baseball's past.
I love baseball, and this is a low-impact version of the game that men my age can play.
I think I can speak for all of the players out here that we do this because we love the game of baseball, we respect the game of baseball, we like to play homage to those fellows who started this game in our country 150, 160 years ago, and bring the game back to its roots. Looks like we've got a tie game now. One of the principles that drives our league is respect for each other, respect for the game, and respect for our fans.
We've had some success this inning against a very tough team, and we understand we're in a dogfight right now.
This is not our father's baseball. No, this may be more like our great-great-great-grandfather's baseball.
We play by the rules of 1864, and that rule book had only 40 rules in it. The Major League Baseball rule book now, gosh, it's probably 400 pages.
First and foremost, it's still recognizable as baseball. We've still got 9 positions on the field. There's still 90 feet between the bases, and there's still 9 innings.
No strikeouts, no walks. You want the batters to hit, so the players make the outs.
We're not wearing gloves. They weren't invented for another 15 to 20 years after the era that we're playing in. So we're catching this ball barehanded. And what that means, though, is a player can catch it on the fly out of the air like they do in modern times. But the fielders can also let the ball bounce one time on the ground and catch it for an out. That's called the bound rule.
One bounce, it's great. Now I'm a catcher. One bounce, I catch the ball, it makes me look really good.
Strikers out on the bound.
Somebody's having a game today. Go, Steve.
Well played, sir.
You'll notice on the field, if the other team makes a great play, our team will cheer for them, and that's reciprocated.
Mama's boy to the line.
The Tennessee Vintage Baseball League started in 2013 with just 2 teams. It quickly grew to 12 with nearly 200 players, including about a half a dozen women and more than a few senior citizens, playing at historic sites across the state.
Baseball was played right here on the grounds where Bicentennial Mall is located by men of the Army of the Ohio who were part of General Don Carlos Buell's forces who later went to fight at the Battle of Shiloh. And all of the games that are part of the association are played around the state at various historic sites, such as Ramsey House in Knoxville, the Hermitage. There's games going on today in Franklin at Carnton. And Bicentennial Mall, being a state park, is one of those historical locations because where we are located just under the brow of our wonderful state capitol.
We do open this game up to anybody that wants to play. We've got players from their early 20s to their late 60s. There's no tryout, so this is less about athletic prowess and more about a respect and wanting to honor our national pastime is really what it comes down to.
Jeff Wells is a Franklin Farrier and the league commissioner, who also happens to be director of interpretation for Tennessee State Parks. And Jeff is someone who could be portrayed in a science fiction movie as a character unexpectedly discovered in a picture during a previous lifetime. He's barely aged. Of course, there is an explanation.
Jeff Wells is a time traveler.
I've portrayed a Civil War soldier at Stones River National Battlefield. I have portrayed a French and Indian War soldier at Fort Loudon, a French and Indian War era officer at Fort Loudon. I have been a chaplain in World War I, so I look at not only is all the world our stage, but all of our historic areas are our stage as well. I was so proud just last season because our league was voted in the Nashville area as the best sporting event for you to bring your kids and family to. And that's what we're going for. Family-oriented athletic competition where respect, gentlemanly behavior, and kindness is shown among the players.
Holding tight to a significant part of American history is in itself a rewarding experience, but players like Jeff Wells quickly realize that their actions inspire a younger generation.
Baseball is super fun and we love it. I was watching the game and I wanted to throw baseballs like them.
The fact that there's youngsters down the sidelines is not lost on us. We definitely try and get them to come out and do a first pitch sometimes. We'll have them sit in the dugout under the tent with us and just talk baseball. So yeah, we're preserving history, but hopefully inspiring the future as well.
The youngsters that are here and see our game, if there's anything that I would like for them to take away from our games, is that sense of civility and kindness that you can show any of your opponents or any of your people that you deal with on a daily basis. Because I fear in our country now that too many times that we are falling back on disrespect and rudeness, and with our league, it's just the opposite.
It's been a well-played game, especially for the Scouts winning 12-5. And like the start of the game, the ending brings a ceremonial respect and appreciation.
By virtue of their win with 12 runs, the Scouts received the game ball today is our tradition. Well played, gentlemen.
I want to give these guys 3 very loud cheers from Franklin. Hip, hip, huzzah! Hip, hip, huzzah! Hip, hip, huzzah!
It is a wonderful outdoor adventure. I wouldn't miss a weekend.
Baseball is America's greatest game, and for us to be able to bring these early years of baseball to life, it's a joy for me. I love the game, I love history, I love what I do.
I'm Ezekiel Noel Hall on the Wild Side.
Great fun, boys. Let's do that again.
You can slide into our website, wildsidetv.com, to find out what you need to do to suit up and take the field, or when and where you need to go to watch the games in person.
Tennessee's Wild Side is produced by Rockwater TV with support from Tennessee State Parks, the Tennessee Department of Agriculture, the Nature Conservancy, and the Jackson Foundation.